Welcome to this explainer on the 5 levels of Claude Mastery. Picture this. Your laptop is totally closed. The power in your house? Completely out. You're just sitting there enjoying dinner. Meanwhile, someone opens a pull request on your repo. Claude instantly sees it, spins up in the cloud, reviews the code, and posts detailed feedback. By the time you casually check your phone, it's done. You didn't touch a single thing. Now that's not some distant sci-fi future. That is level 5. And let's be real, almost nobody watching this explainer is there quite yet. But here's what I find absolutely fascinating. The gap between where most of us use Claude and where Claude can actually take us. It isn't a skill gap at all, it's what we call a visibility gap. Simply put, nobody showed them the map. Well, consider this explainer your official map. So let's start with level 1, the browser. Let me tell you, this is exactly where most people are right now. You know the drill. You open Claude in the browser, you ask it a question, get your answer, and close the tab. Maybe you use it to draft a quick email or whip up a basic script. Honestly, you probably save about 30 minutes a day doing this, and hey, that's perfectly fine. It's a solid start. But there is a bit of a catch here. Folks who get stuck at level 1 usually don't realize everything they're leaving on the table. We're talking about Claude's ability to hold context across different chats, organize work into dedicated projects, or even seamlessly connect to tools you're already using. They basically keep treating it like, just a slightly smarter search bar. And the biggest, quickest upgrade they miss? Screenshots. Seriously, Claude can read images in seconds. Half the people out there are painfully typing out what a screenshot would show instantly, entirely unaware they could just drop the image right in. Which brings us to level 2, projects. This is where things get interesting, starting with creating your very first project. Think of a project as a dedicated workspace right inside Claude. You've got your standing instructions, your reference files, all that crucial context, and it's just already there every single time you open it. You can literally just jump in and ask, hey, what do we decide about the launch last week? And Claude instantly pulls it up. You see, basic chat is what we call stateless. Every conversation frustratingly starts from absolute zero. Projects completely end that. Because of that amazing continuity, you can easily save 5 or more hours a week. I mean, this right here is where Claude truly starts paying for itself. But fair warning, there is a ceiling at this level. Why? Because Claude still can't physically touch your machine. You're still manually copying outputs and running things by hand. Pretty soon, that chat window is going to become a major bottleneck. That takes us right into level 3, Cowork. This is where you'll really feel a massive shift in how you operate. Imagine this. You point Claude at your messy downloads folder, 3 months worth of random PDFs, screenshots, old invoices, and you just say, sort these by type, rename them consistently, and write me a quick summary. Then you go grab a coffee, you come back, and boom, it's done. That is Cowork. It is a specific tab inside the Claude desktop app that grants Claude secure access to an actual real folder on your machine. Think of it like finally letting a super capable assistant into your actual physical office, rather than just barking orders over the phone. Now yes, it's a paid feature, but it's also the first level where you're suddenly saving 10 plus hours a week. To put that into perspective, this is the exact level where even non-coders can start legitimately selling automation as a service. It's that powerful. But the stall point here is actually really interesting. For a lot of people, they just get a bit scared off by anything that starts feeling too technical. And hey, I totally get that. For others, they just end up hitting Cowork's natural ceiling. As friendly and helpful as it is, it's just a bit less precise than the heavyweight stuff coming next. So let's level up. Level 4, Claude Code. To give you an idea of what this looks like, let's look at Boris Cherny. The engineer who actually leads Claude Code at Anthropic, every single day he runs 5 isolated sessions and completely parallel terminal tabs. Each one is in its own workspace. He just fires them off, walks away, and comes back later to multiple fully completed pull requests. So how does he do it? Well, the secret sauce here is a specific plain text file called Claude MD. You literally just drop it into your project folder. Claude automatically reads it at the start of every single session, meaning whatever you write in there acts as a rock-solid standing instruction. Here's the brilliant part. Every time Claude makes a mistake, you just tell it to update that specific file. After a few weeks, that file basically trains itself on exactly how you work. It's not magic, guys. It's just smart, rigorous discipline applied to a fantastic tool. But notice a glaring issue here. Most people who reach level 4 end up becoming their own biggest bottleneck. They're frantically firing off all these different Claudes, watching them run, constantly switching contexts. Honestly, that is just babysitting with extra steps. And that brings us to the ultimate destination. Level 5, Cloud Routines. This completely fixes the babysitting problem. We are talking about Cloud Routines running securely on Anthropic's own infrastructure while your laptop stays completely powered off. Smart hooks add necessary safety rails so you can actually trust what's running while you're fast asleep. Because at the end of the day, trust is the main hurdle at level 5. You don't just immediately take this out on the highway. You start in the parking lot, set up a low stakes routine, maybe a simple daily summary that only gets emailed to you, nothing external. You sit back, watch it run smoothly for a few weeks, and then you build the confidence to trust it with the next slightly bigger routine. The crucial takeaway here is that every single level builds the specific muscle you need for the next one. If you try to skip ahead, I guarantee you'll just end up automatically producing incredibly generic output at scale every single day. And nobody wants that. So here's the big question for you. You've got the map now. Take a minute to figure out exactly what level you're currently at. And more importantly, what are you going to pick as your next step? The accompanying wiki walks you through the rest of the details. The only question is, are you ready to level up?